Welcome to Project Engineer, where every day we're building better project managers. This is our 10-part video series where we're covering the 10 knowledge areas that you need to know for project management. Welcome back to another video with me, Sarah. I'm a certified project manager and I'm here to teach you about stakeholders today. This is the last video in our 10-part video series on the 10 knowledge areas that you need to know for project management. In stakeholders, we have 4 processes, and the first one harkens back to the very first video we did on integration because it has a process in the process group called initiating. So we've got one in initiating, one in planning, one in executing, and one in monitoring and controlling. In initiating, the first process we have is identify stakeholders. This is absolutely imperative to ensure success on the project. If you don't identify stakeholders early on in the project, you may find out later that there's a whole group of people or an organization that will be affected by the project. The main output of identify stakeholders is your Stakeholder Register, which is a list of all the people or groups that are involved in the project. If you identify stakeholders early enough in the project, you can find out what vested interest they'll have for the duration of the project, rather than finding out later that they would have preferred things to be done differently. Finding out your stakeholders later on in the project can cause huge delays and even cancellations on the project. Now let's move on to planning. This is where we plan the stakeholder engagement. Notice a word change here. Instead of management, we're saying engagement. That means that the output follows suit. Stakeholder engagement plan. In this plan, you're determining how you're going to engage and manage your stakeholders. Here you may incorporate your stakeholder engagement assessment matrix. Next, let's talk about executing. In executing, we have manage stakeholder engagement. Here you have the communication and the relationships building between your stakeholders. In this process, you'll use things like ground rules, interpersonal and team skills, and communication skills. Finally, in monitoring and controlling, we have the last process called monitor stakeholder engagement. This is where you're going to take in data and make decisions on how effective and efficient your communication and stakeholder engagement is. If things need to be changed, you can make change requests to improve your relationships with your stakeholders here. All right, you guys, that wraps up our 10-part video series on all the knowledge areas you absolutely need to know for project management. If you want to communicate with us, please go online to our website. You can find a page there to ask any questions or give feedback. You can also communicate with us on Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube. And finally, if you want more information, since these videos are very high level, please go online, read the articles, or find one of our online courses to take. Also, if you're looking for project management software, you can go to our website and find Nebulome. It's free to start using. Thanks again for watching, you guys. We'll see you in the next video.